if the New York Jets fail to get one of the big three quarterbacks, what other options are out there? What's going on, everybody? I wanted to take a deeper dive into this quarterback class in regards to free agency and the trade block potentially coming into this 2023 offseason. I know a lot of Jet fans right now feel that Aaron Rodgers is a complete lock to get traded to this team. I don't see that as of right now. We've seen the offseason last year that Aaron Rodgers went through. He wanted to be traded. He didn't know if he wanted to retire. Then he came back and he wanted to be a Green Bay Packer. And I think that's probably the most likely scenario that we're going to see play out this offseason. Now, I do think there is like a 90% chance that Derek Carr is cut 3 days after the Super Bowl, as that is the chance for the Oakland Raiders to get out of the rest of that remaining giant Oakland Raiders, sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders, to get out of that rest of the giant contract that he has with them. And then we also know that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be a free agent at the end of the year. But that guy, let's just be honest, he's made a tissue paper at this point in his career. So those are the big three quarterbacks as of right now. I think Carr is probably the most realistic option, as it's only going to cost us money. It's not going to cost us multiple draft picks as Aaron Rodgers would. And he has, if you take his career, the last 5 years, I believe he'd be the best quarterback statistically that the Jets have ever had. But I want to look at it from a more advanced perspective. Now, there's a chance Rodgers returns to the Packers, as I just said. What if Derek Carr goes to a team like Tennessee and the Jets aren't sold on Garoppolo? I've been doing a lot of research trying to find out, are there any other legitimate quarterback options out there for quarterback one for the New York Jets? I don't want to see Gardner Minshew here. In my eyes, Mike White is not a legit number one quarterback. So as we keep doing our deep dive, we found out, and we keep hearing these rumblings, and we all know in the NFL where there's smoke, there's fire, that the Bears are really high on Bryce Young coming out of college and may potentially be open to the fact of trading Justin Fields. Now, I don't think it would cost an absolute ton. It would probably cost you your first round pick this year, but Jet fans, I myself am willing to trade the 13th overall pick for Justin Fields. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, what the hell are you saying? We could have had him a couple of years ago. We decided not to draft him. Well, just because we made a mistake back then doesn't mean we can't correct it now. And I'm not just going to tell you why I want him. I'm going to bring the statistics as well. Let's look back at his rookie year, 2021. In 2021, 1,870 yards, 7 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, with a quarterback rating of 26.4, which is not good. Let's just be honest. But at the end of the day, we all know that quarterbacks take usually their biggest step from years 1 to year 2. Now let's look at Justin Fields year 2. In 15 games, 2,242 yards, 7.1 yards per attempt, 17 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. So he kept the same amount of interceptions that he threw in 12 games in his rookie year than he did in 15 games in his second year. And all he did was add 10 touchdowns. Oh, and by the way, he increased his completion percentage by almost 3 percentage points to 60.4, and his quarterback rating was 54.1. And let's not forget that he had over 1,100 yards rushing. Yes, being a running quarterback does have its downfalls. We've seen what's going on with Lamar Jackson with the Ravens and the injury issues that he's had, especially now that have been plaguing him. But I also want to look at a lot of Jet fans' infatuation with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers last year was one of his worst statistical years of his career. He had a quarterback rating at 39.3. That means that Justin Fields graded out a lot higher than Aaron Rodgers. Am I saying he's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers? Of course not. I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. But I want to take it from a more realistic standpoint, because we all know that there's a chance that Derek Carr signs right away going into free agency, and right away Aaron Rodgers becomes the hot commodity. And that could be an issue for this team, because if he goes somewhere else, what are the other options that you have? So I would love to get your thoughts down in the comments section below. Please like and subscribe to this video, and we look forward to seeing the comments and replying to you guys. As always, go Jets.